The Senate will come to order. We are on the third agenda. We are on order of business number 4. Rock and roll.
Madam President, your Committee on Finance, to which referred Senate Bill number 461, the Senate Bill 126 has the same under consideration. Big report, same back to recommendation, due pass. Also, your Committee on Finance, to which were re-referred Senate Bills numbers 164, 267, has had the same under consideration. Big report, same back to recommendation, amended, due pass as amended. Signed, Senator Chris Brooks, Chair. Madam President, your Committee on Judiciary, to which was referred Assembly Bill number 427, has had the same under consideration. Biggs report, same back to recommendation, due pass. Signed, Senator Melanie Scheibel, Chair. End of reports.
Thank you. Order of business number 6, messages from the Assembly.
Assembly Chamber, Carson City, May 29, 2021. To the Honorable Senate, I have the honor to inform your Honorable Body the Assembly in this day passed as amended Assembly Bill number 65, signed Carol Ayala Sala, Assistant Chief Clerk of the Assembly. End of messages.
Thank you. Order of business number 9, motions, resolutions, and notices. Senator Settlemyre.
Thank you, Madam President. I also appreciate the Majority Leader giving me this honor and privilege. I move sine die.
All those in favor?
I'm sorry, I had to try.
Oh.
That being said, Madam President, I move that Assembly Bills 149 to 440 from the general file be moved to the general file, 441 to the general file for the next legislative day.
Thank you. You have heard the motion. All those in favor signify by saying yea. Opposed, nay. Motion carries. Senator Settlemyre.
Also, in order of business 9, I move that Assembly Bill 37 be placed on the Secretary's desk.
From the general file.
From the general file be placed on the Secretary's desk. Yes,
Thank you. You have heard the motion. All those in favor signify by saying yea. Opposed, nay. Motion carries.
And that concludes order business number 9 at this time.
Thank you. Order business number 10, introduction, first reading, and reference.
Senate Bill number 463, introduced by Senate Committee on Finance, makes appropriation to Department of Education for transfer to certain charter schools. End of bill.
Thank you. Senator Brooks.
Thank you, Madam President. I move that we refer Senate Bill 463 to the Senate Finance Committee.
Thank you. Senator Brooks has referred Senate Bill 463 to the Committee on Finance. Are there any objections to the referral? If not, so ordered.
Assembly Bill number 65, introduced by Assembly Committee on Legislative Operations and Elections, revises provisions relating to ethics in government. End of bill.
Thank you. Senator Ratty.
Thank you, Madam President. I move that Assembly Bill 65 be referred to the Lucky Committee of Legislative Operations and Elections.
Thank you. Senator Ratty has referred Assembly Bill 65 to the Lucky Committee of Legislative Operations and Elections. Are there any objections to the referral? Senator Orenshaw has no say. If not, so ordered.
And that concludes order of business number 10.
Thank you. Order of business number 12, second reading.
Senate Bill number 461, introduced by Senate Committee on Finance, revises provisions relating to state financial administration. The people of the state of Nevada, represented in the Senate Assembly, do enact as follows. Section 1 of Section 1.
Thank you. Are there any amendments to the bill?
There are none.
Thank you. Senate Bill 461, order to the general file.
Senate Bill 126, introduced by Assemblyman Frierson, etc., revises provisions relating to elections. The people of the state of Nevada, represented in the Senate Assembly, do enact as follows. Section 1 of Section 1.
Thank you. Are there any amendments to the bill?
There are none.
Thank you. Assembly Bill 126, order to the general file.
Assembly Bill number 427, introduced by Senate Assembly Committee on Judiciary, revises various provisions relating to driving under the influence of alcohol or a prohibited substance. People of the state of Nevada, represented in the Senate Assembly, do enact as follows. Section 1 to Section 1.
Thank you. Are there any amendments to the bill?
There are none.
Thank you. Assembly Bill 427, order to the general file.
And that concludes order of business number 12.
Thank you. Order of business number 13, general file, third reading.
Senate Bill number 164, introduced by Senator Scheibel, etc., and Assemblyman Wynn, etc., directs the Legislative Commission to appoint a committee to conduct an interim study concerning sex trafficking. The people of the state of Nevada, represented in the Senate Assembly, do enact as follows. Section 1 and Section 1.
Thank you. Are there any amendments to the bill?
I have an amendment 821 by the Committee on Finance.
Thank you. Senator Scheibel.
I move that we dispense with the reading of Amendment 821.
Thank you. If there are no objections, so ordered. Senator Scheibel.
I move that we adopt Amendment 821 to Senate Bill 164.
Thank you. You have heard the motion. Are there any remarks? Senator Scheibel.
Thank you. Senate Amendment number 821 amends Senate Bill 164 to revise the criminal penalties associated with persons engaging in prostitution or the solicitation of prostitution outside of a licensed house of prostitution. Additionally, Senate Amendment number 821 makes conforming changes to align existing language detailing the responsibilities of peace officers who detain, arrest, or cite a person for illegally engaging in prostitution or soliciting prostitution with the new language contained in Section 2 of Senate Bill 164.
Thank you. Further remarks? All right, hearing none. All those in favor signify by saying yea. Opposed, nay. Motion carries. Are there any further amendments to the bill?
There are none.
Thank you. Senate Bill 164, ready for final action.
Senate Bill 164, introduced by Senator Scheibel, et cetera, and Assemblyman Wynn, et cetera, revises provisions relating to prostitution. The people of the state of Nevada, represented in the Senate Assembly, do enact as follows: Section 1 through Section 14. End of bill.
Thank you. Remark, Senator Scheibel.
Thank you, Madam President. As amended by Senate Amendment Number 821, Senate Bill 164 divides out the criminal penalties for persons engaging in prostitution and soliciting prostitution so that they now have separate statutes as opposed to being lumped into one statute. And as amended, Senate Bill 164 also makes conforming changes to align existing statutory language with the new provisions of Section 2 of Senate Bill 164. It does not define, create, or otherwise designate any new crimes, nor does it change the penalties for any existing crimes. It simply makes language changes within the statute to allow us to better track our approach to combating sex trafficking in Nevada.
Thank you. Further remarks? All right, hearing none, the Secretary will open the roll. All right, looks like everyone's voted. Does anyone wish to change his or her vote? All right, Secretary will close the roll. The vote on Senate Bill 164 is 21 in favor, 0 against. Bill having received a constitutional majority is declared passed. Order the Assembly.
Senate Bill number 267, introduced by Senator Spearman, establishes provisions relating to collection and reporting of information concerning diversity and equality in the workplace. The people of the state of Nevada, represented in the Senate Assembly, do enact as follows: Section 1 to Section 1.
Thank you. Are there any amendments to the bill?
I have amendment number 820, proposed by Senate Committee on Finance.
Thank you. Senator Brooks?
Thank you, Madam President. Amendment,
Do you want to
I move that we dispense with the reading of the amendment.
Thank you. If there are no objections, so ordered. Senator Brooks.
I move that we adopt amendment number 820 to Senate Bill 267.
Thank you. You've heard the motion. Are there any remarks? Senator Brooks.
Thank you. Senate Amendment number 820 amends Senate Bill 267 as amended by replacing sections 1 through 16 with new sections 1 through 6. First Amendment number 820 deletes sections 1 through 16 of Senate Bill 267 as amended. Second Amendment number 820 authorizes the University of Nevada, Las Vegas to conduct a study concerning diversity and equality in the workplace and to conduct a survey to collect data and information concerning diversity and equality in the workplace from certain business entities and state and local government agencies in this state. Finally, Amendment number 820 revises the prospective expiration of an existing survey of business conducted by the Secretary of State by making those provisions expire by limitation on December 31st, 2021 instead of December 31st, 2022.
Thank you. Further remarks? Senator Pickard.
Thank you, Madam President. Just a question on the amendment. Does it require UNLV to maintain the confidentiality of the commerce tax list, given that that's confidential, or does it allow UNLV to use that list as they wish?
Thank you, Madam President. In the amendment, in Section 3, I believe, no, not Section 3.
Section 3 sub 1 deals with the delivery of the information.
So it'd be Section 3 sub 2. The provisions of NRS 360.255 do not apply to any records or files of the department or any information or data that is obtained, maintained, or disclosed by the department pursuant to this section.
All right. I appreciate that. I'm just trying to figure out if that requires UNLV to maintain the confidentiality.
Since, and to you, Madam President,
Yes, thank you.
I will, as quick as I possibly can, look up NRS 360.255 and get back to the body.
Thank you, Madam President.
Thank you, Senator Brooks. Senator Spearman.
Thank you, Madam President. I did have an opportunity to speak with LCB this afternoon, and they did confirm that the privacy that my colleague from Senate District 21 is concerned about, that is already in there. So we can check again with them again, but and I believe they called a couple of other people who had some of the same concerns on the Finance Committee, but that privacy piece is in there already. Thank you.
Thank you. Senator Kiefer.
Thank you, Madam President. I'm sorry, I have to differ with my colleague behind me. I also spoke with LCB this afternoon, and so the provisions of NRS 360.255 that are outlined in Section 3, subsection 2, are the very provisions that require the Department of Taxation to keep our tax records confidential. So right now, the Department of Taxation has no authority to release any information regarding specific taxpayer information. So you couldn't call the Department of Taxation and say, hey, give me a list of the businesses in the state that pay commerce tax or have commerce tax liability. This exemption specifically makes the records that are turned over to UNLV as a part of this bill exempt from that provision. And there is no, and they included that so that Department of Taxation could turn them over. But there is no carry forward of that confidentiality to the agency that receives the records. So, for example, when the Department of Taxation will turn records over to our LCB fiscal division so that they can do revenue projections or things like that, they won't give us information about specific taxpayers because they have an MOU that specifically prohibits that. The confidentiality of specific taxpayer information is paramount, and this amendment blows a massive hole in it. Thank you.
Thank you. Further remarks? All right. Hearing none. All
Madam
those-
Chair, or Madam
Yes.
President, 1 minute recess, please.
Yes. At the call of the chair. The Senate will come to order. We are on the third agenda. We are on order business 13. We are on Senate Bill 267. We have heard remarks. We have heard questions. We've heard further remarks. Hearing none, all those in favor signify by saying yea. Opposed, nay. Motion carries. Are there any further amendments to the bill?
There are none.
Thank you. Senate Bill 267, ready for final action. Senator Shettlemeyer.
Thank you, Madam President. Order business 9.
Thank you. Order business 9, motions, resolutions, and notices.
I move that Senate Bill 267 be taken from its place in general file and placed on general file next legislative day.
Thank you. You've heard the motion. All those in favor signify by saying yea. Opposed, nay. Motion carries.
That concludes order business number 9.
Thank you. Order business 13, general reading, general file, third reading.
Assembly Bill number 40, introduced by Assembly Committee on Natural Resources to revise provisions relating to petroleum storage tanks. The people of the state of Nevada, represented in the Senate Assembly, do enact as follows. Section 1 of Section 1.
Thank you. Are there any amendments to the bill?
There are none. Section 9, subsection 2, end of bill.
Thank you. Remarks from the floor. Senator Doniate.
Thank you, Madam President. Assembly Bill 40 revises provisions relating to the petroleum storage tanks and the board to review claims in the Division of Environmental Protection of the State Department of Conservation and Natural Resources. Specifically, the bill requires that before a storage tank is eligible for the coverage of certain costs from the Fund for Cleaning Up Discharges of Petroleum, the operator must meet certain requirements, increases the total amount that may be paid for the fund in any fiscal year to certain operators from $1.9 million to $1.95 million each for cleanup and for liability for certain damages, provides that any other further cost for the cleanup of certain discharges, which is in excess of the amount paid by an operator from the fund, must be paid by the operator unless certain conditions are met. Then the board may approve additional allotments of not more than $1 million each, revises the method by which certain members of the board are nominated, and removes the definition of small business in existing law, and instead requires the board to define a term by regulation.
Thank you for the remarks. All right, hearing none, the secretary will open the roll. All right, looks like everyone's voted. Does anyone wish to change his or her vote? All right, the secretary will close the roll. The vote on Assembly Bill 40 is 21 in favor, 0 against. The bill having received a constitutional majority is declared passed. Order the Assembly.
Assembly Bill number 67, introduced by Assembly Committee on Education, revises provisions relating to education. The people of the state of Nevada, represented in the Senate Assembly, do enact as follows. Section 1 of Section 1.
Thank you. Are there any amendments to the bill?
I have amendment number 768, proposed by Senator Dennis.
Thank you. Senator Dennis.
Thank you, Madam President. I move to dispense with the reading of the amendment.
Thank you. If there are no objections, so ordered. Senator Dennis.
Thank you. I move that Senate adopt Amendment 768 to Assembly Bill 67.
Thank you. You've heard the motion. Are there any remarks? Senator Dennis.
Thank you. The amendment changes certain provisions concerning permanent expulsion and permanently expel. 2, it removes certain provisions concerning the circumstances in which a pupil may be suspended, expelled, or permanently expelled. 3, it removes a certain provisions concerning the adoption of plans and policies by school districts to ensure safe school environments. 4, it requires the Nevada Department of Education to adopt regulations necessary to carry out provisions relating to pupil discipline. And 5, it makes several conforming changes.
Thank you. Further remarks? All right, hearing none. All those in favor signify by saying yea. Opposed, nay. Motion carried. Any further amendments to the bill?
There are none.
Thank you. Assembly Bill 67, ready for final action.
Assembly Bill number 67, introduced by Assembly Committee on Education, revises provisions relating to education. The people of the state of Nevada, represented in the Senate Assembly, do enact as follows. Section 1 of Section 1.
Thank you. Remarks. Senator Dondero Loop.
Thank you, Madam President. Assembly Bill 67 revises provisions relating to the discipline of a pupil from a public school, charter school, or university school for profoundly gifted pupils. Specifically, the bill revises the categories of discipline that may be used to discipline a student to include suspension, significant suspension, and expulsion. The bill allows a pupil with a disability to be suspended, expelled, or permanently expelled under certain circumstances in compliance with federal law. Assembly Bill 67 also requires the Nevada Department of Education to adopt regulations necessary to carry out provisions related to pupil discipline. Additionally, Assembly Bill 67 provides that the only significant suspensions can be considered when determining if a pupil should be deemed habitual disciplinary problem. In extraordinary circumstances, a school may request an exemption to the prohibition on permanently expelling a pupil less than 11 years of age. The bill also authorizes a designee of the Board of Trustees of a school district, the governing body of a university school for profoundly gifted pupils, or the governing body of a charter school to take certain disciplinary actions. Finally, AB 67 provides that the open meeting law does not apply to certain disciplinary hearings or proceedings. This bill is effective on July 1st, 2021.
Thank you. Further remarks? All right, hearing none, the secretary will open the roll. All right, looks like everyone's voted. Does anyone wish to change his or her vote? All right, the secretary will close the roll. The vote on Assembly Bill 67 is 21 in favor, 0 against. Bill having received a constitutional majority is declared passed. Order the Assembly.
And that concludes order of business number 13 on the third agenda.
Thank you. Order of business 14, unfinished business, concur.
Senate Bill number 410, introduced by Senate Committee on Finance, makes appropriations to Central Repository for the Nevada Records of Criminal History within the Records, Communications, and Compliance Division of the Department of Public Safety for the modernization program for the Nevada Criminal Justice Information System. The Assembly has amended this bill with amendment number 805. Does the Senate wish to concur or not concur in this matter?
Thank you. Senator Brooks.
Thank you, Madam President. I move that the Senate concur in Assembly Amendment number 805 to Senate Bill number 410.
Thank you. Senator Brooks has moved that the Senate concur in Assembly Amendment number 805 to Senate Bill number 410. Are there any remarks? Senator Brooks.
Yes. Amendment 805 to Senate Bill number 410 changes the amount in Section 1 from $18,643,998 to $15,643,998.
Thank you. Further remarks? All right, hearing none. All those in favor signify by saying yea. Opposed, nay. Motion carried. Senate bill ordered and enrolled. Assembly to be notified of our action.
And that concludes order of business number 14 and business of the desk for this legislative day.
Thank you. Order of business 16, remarks from the floor. How you guys doing? Can you, everybody's probably all hyped up. How about you go to sleep? Take a nice sleep, big breath, nice breakfast. Does that sound good? Any other remarks? Senator Settlemeyer, do you agree?
Thank you, Madam President, and also thank you, the Majority Leader, for the honor of closing us out tonight. Madam President, I move that the Senate stand in adjournment until the hour of 1 o'clock or way later on Sunday, May 29th, 2021.
Thank you, Senator Settlemeyer. Thank you, Senator Cannizzaro. You have heard the motion. All those in favor signify by saying yay. Opposed, nay. All right, guys, please drive carefully. 1 p.m., motion carries. Take care, okay?